I'm sorry. I'm recording it again. My bad, y'all. Everything that each and every one of you all do is important. What you do is important. And the content you produce is going to build the liking, the know, and the trust. And then you're going to be able to help your own specific community. And then you're going to be able to make money because you're going to be seen as the expert. So I know it doesn't make sense right now, but I just want you all to know, like, auditing what you do currently. How do you spend your time? You guys, I want y'all to see my calendar because I don't do nothing else. If it ain't in my calendar, I don't know it exists. I've been doing this since I was in college. As far as my calendar, I know all my time in house allocated. If my meetings run over, that's a different story. But in general, what's today? Coffee date. That's my assistant. I had a meeting with Star. That's why our meeting ran over, Nelia. She was like going in and I just needed to finish that conversation. I just had a meeting with Sheena. I have this identity. This is obviously getting canceled because we moved the time. I just didn't reflect it in my calendar. Tomorrow I'll be having a meeting. Somebody has a meeting with me. Spending time with God. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, I be up early in the morning. Like, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. I was like, God, why do you have me up? I need to be praying. I need to be doing something. So where I'm at in my journey of entrepreneurship is that every day God gives me what I'm supposed to do, but my calendar is there so that I can meet with the right people. Everybody's business is not like my business. I'm not saying to go out and create all this stuff and have your calendar packed, but can you look at your calendar and say, I'm going to pray at this time. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to do right by that job, because you're going to hire your employees and you're going to want your employees to do right by you. And then after that, what content? For me, when I did the podcast, I launched every Wednesday. What do you have to do to make sure that you launch every Wednesday? What is the process to making sure that whatever content that you decide to produce, it gets out consistently every week? If you can't do nothing but do one piece of content that makes sense for you and your brand once a week, you're already moving forward. You don't got to produce 7 pieces of content. Can you produce one? And then as far as community, we're already going to hit community this week. That's on Clubhouse. Networking. I would tell all of you all, please go to a networking event. That's not where we're at. We just gonna go right to our cell phone, because that's how good God loves us. Y'all got families. You don't even have to leave your family. You can just turn on the good phone and talk to anybody you want in this world. And then the last thing, which is other, your parents, you all have schedules, your children are on schedules. There are things that you all have to do on a daily basis that, I'm getting my dog on tomorrow on Friday. So maybe I'll add more context there when I get my dog, but y'all know what y'all have to do. I'm very straight to the point. If you in a relationship or you're married, have sex. That's important. I promise you. Because I was married before. If you spend too much time on your business and you neglect your relationship, the hierarchy of what you're doing is out of alignment. God is first, your spouse, your children, then your business. That's how it works. If you want to keep it. Now, if that wasn't the man that God had for you, that's another story. But when I was in that my expired experience, what I practiced, I would pray. I would focus on, how can I be the best wife at that time? I would make sure we had breakfast every morning. Before I touched my laptop, do you need anything? Next thing you know, focus on my business. I shut things down at a certain hour. And I said, you know what? Let me focus on community. At the time, we didn't have Clubhouse and we couldn't go out. So didn't have that aspect of community networking. But as far as day nights, I tried to do certain things. That just wasn't my husband. So with that internship of an experience, I was able to really gauge how should you be spending your time? Okay. Let me come here. What else do I want? You all may or may not have already done the confidence in entrepreneurship, but I want to kind of go ahead and go into this, which is, each of y'all will probably have this. I don't know if I put it in there, but it is in the training. I do know that much. I want us to talk about the 5 struggles that all entrepreneurs face and how to overcome it. Each and every one of you all are entrepreneurs right now. And each of you all struggle with the same idea. Validating your idea. Is my idea valid? Will somebody buy my stuff? Is it profitable? Is it good enough? Validation of your idea, it's the same problem all entrepreneurs go through. I'm very good at this. I am going to go through this with you all. Just give me a second. I know we're all a little anxious. Consistency. Woo. Number 2, consistency. Consistency. Somebody said in the back, consistency is what entrepreneurs struggle with as well. I mastered consistency. I don't know how, but I just did. I create systems in my life so that I can be consistent. And you do things on social media. If you say a podcast gonna go out on Wednesday and it don't come out on Wednesday, everybody know it, including you. Social media is the best tool for accountability. A lot of people think you need accountability partners, which you do, because I know, Stephanie, that's something that you do. Social media is so accountable. You tell people you're doing something, if you don't do it, you feel accountable for yourself. You be like, ooh, well, I said I was starting this business. Well, I ain't started it yet. Well, I said I was going to start this, and that. Well, I ain't done it yet. Social media will make you find some type of consistency because you're going to know if you're doing your stuff. Time management. We are all given 24 hours in a day. Again, that's what I was just sharing with each of y'all, is that time management is very, 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 very important. I use Google Calendar for mine because I'm very technology savvy. And if you use a planner, that's fine. If you use like, a to-do list, that's fine. I know Erin on Demand, she talks about 3 things a day. If that works for you, if it works for you, I want you to find a productivity system that works for you. There are not enough books out here, but I think a homework that I want everybody to do is, what productivity schedule works for me? What time management system works for me? How can I balance being a mom and an entrepreneur and a wife? How can I manage being a mom and an entrepreneur and a business owner? How can I do this? What will work for me? And you're not going to get it all the way right. How? You have to do something for at least 90, I believe, at least 30 plus days to make a habit. So in our 6 weeks, you're not going to master time management, but just the pure fact that you know that it exists and it's a system that you should have in your life, we should be working at it every single day to get a little bit better with our time. That means if your friend girls want to go hang out or be on FaceTime all day and you say, no, I can't do that, I got something to do, how can you schedule time for your friend girl while also getting your goals done? I didn't say leave the friend girl alone. I just said you got something to do for the kingdom. It's important, right? I treated my podcast and everything that I was doing like it was extremely important. I treated it like it was the message that God gave me that his people needed. So I would sacrifice sometimes with my friends. Like, hey, you guys, I really can't do this right now. I need to do the podcast because I need to make sure that the message goes out because I'm on a mission. That's where you all's names and things come into place, because whatever God has bestowed upon you in your life, which we're going to get to in a second, you need to make time for that because that's the most important. We want to get well done from him. We don't want to get, well, it was okay. Well, you could have done a little better. And for what? All because we just couldn't make time for it? No, you can make time. And we all make time for what we want to make time for. I'm just asking you to make time to show up for your purpose. I'm not asking you to make time to just show up on social media. Show up for your purpose. All right? Support. Woo. 99.9% of entrepreneurs don't have it. It's a strong 1% that do. Now that you know that, when you don't have support, show up anyway. I'm on year 6. I got support now. Whee! That's awesome. I'm not saying it's not a great feeling, but I could care less if someone likes it. I could care less if I go viral. I could care less if it reaches thousands, because all I want is the one. Every day, can I touch one? Can I touch one person? Just one? And if I can touch one person, that means I'm doing what God asked me to do. Whether or not I have support, that's on another, that doesn't matter actually. Each and every one of you all has enough tenacity and enough audacity and enough strength to push forward if somebody in your corner don't clap for you. And if you need a clap, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And we still haven't got our purpose yet, because your purpose doesn't need claps if you do it. Because if I did the walk by faith, and if I was doing it for the 6 years and I needed claps to do it, I would have stopped the first day I started. And that's where that start and stop comes from. Because you're believing, well, oh, I did it, someone's going to clap for me. Because we've been in a society that as soon as you do something, you get celebrated for it. You get a certificate, you get an award. There is no reward like that, but to say that God is going to bless you. You're doing it for him. Your family members and your friends may not support you, but your people on the internet will. I ain't met half of y'all. The support is unmatched from humans that I don't know. Ask me where the people that know me for 26 years are. They on the outside looking in. Now they ready to throw flowers and roses. God bless them and keep them. But will you show up despite not having support? Will you show up even if nobody's clapping for you? And you got to ask yourself that. All right. The last thing is fear. All entrepreneurs have the same thing. Should I leave my job? Will I have the money? Am I going to do this, that, and the other? Fear, fear, fear. It's like this thing that sits on your shoulder, and it's like it just weighs you down because you be so scared of something that hasn't even happened yet. But how do you get over fear? You choose faith. That's all you got. Fear or faith. That's it. You don't have other options. Because if you're in fear, you're not doing what you need to do. If you're in faith, you're doing what you need to do. You literally only have two options. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's no, I'm 50% fear, I'm 50% faith. Do you want to be a lukewarm believer where you're one step in and one step out? I don't want to be like that with God. He says it all the time. It's impossible to please him if we don't have faith. So if we don't have faith, that means we're choosing fear. So if I'm in fear, that means I'm not choosing him. That means I'm not pleasing him. I don't want to please no man on this earth more than I please my daddy that created me. So that means I have to choose faith. Even if it scares me, do it scared. But choose faith. Here's my favorite part. Because we need to validate this idea. And I told everybody on this call, I got a 100% track record. I've not missed a shot yet. And the reason why I haven't is because I've read so many books. I've taken so many courses and trainings, and it all comes down to these simple questions on what your idea is. You can have multiple ideas, but right now I want to get you to your primary, and then you can have a secondary and a third one, because I have multiple businesses, right? But the thing I want each and every one of you all to do is to really identify what your it thing is. The first question to ask yourself is, what do you love doing more than anything else in the world? I want you all to take some time right now to determine what that is. Write it down on your paper. If it's cooking, it's cooking. If it's cleaning, it's cleaning. If it's being a mom, it's being a mom. Don't think about everybody else in this decision. What do you love doing more than anything else in the world? Define what it is. I'll wait. And I can sense there's overthinking. I can sense that there are people that are like, no, that can't be it. I can't wait to get to like the fourth question. Are y'all ready for me to go to the second one? I don't know. Everybody's head looks like it's down. I can wait a couple minutes. I can put on some lofi, some nice music. Since we are in a close quarter, can y'all unmute your mic and just say, I'm done or something so I know? Because I know y'all are kind of pretending like y'all can't talk to me. So
I'm done.
Like, hey, yeah, Jasmine, like, you know, you can just let me know y'all are kind of done with that question. Let me know.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay. And I haven't heard enough, so I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes so our sisters can get it together so that they can define what their it is.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I know I'm overthinking it, so I'm done.
I thought we already did this, Nelia.
I know, but I'm participating.
Okay. I'm like, wait, you're not ruining my 100% success rate over here.
No, I'm just participating.
Okay, cool. And I saw your email about the what the horn means. That's powerful. That means you're a warrior. That's deep.
Done.
A warrior and a gift from God. A gift from God sent to be a warrior on this earth. Ooh.
For salvation.
Ooh, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Is everyone done?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the second question. Does it fit within my personalities and strengths? Now, what is your personality and your strengths? Sometimes people can look at zodiac signs and be like, oh, I'm a Pisces, or I'm this, or I'm that. You can look at Enneagrams, you can look at DISC assessments, you can look at whatever it is that you feel comfortable looking at as far as your personality and your strengths. But there are things and there are tests out there that say, I'm really good at talking, or I'm really good at this, or I'm really good at, like, there are so many things that you all have probably done over your lifetime, but you just kind of maybe neglected it a little bit. But your personalities and strengths are all of your strengths. They're not your weaknesses. It's what you do naturally. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's how people vocalize your gifts. Does it fit within your personality? Whatever your it was, it's either yes or no for this one. I'm gonna go down to the third question. Can you see yourself doing it for the next 5 years? Can you see yourself doing it for the next 5 years? For me, I'm on year 6 with Walk by Faith. I can say that I'm very sure as to what this is that I'm supposed to do because I've been doing it for a minute. And at this point, I have nothing else to do. And that's how I'm paying my bills. And I genuinely love it. Did the it thing that you chose, can you see yourself doing it passionately for 5 years? The last thing, a lot of people say they don't like the word die, but I think that our purposes are to die for in some aspects. Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa. I mean, all the big and the greats. I don't think that I'm less than the greats that were already here. I feel like their spirit lives on, right? So the thing that you chose, that you can do more, that you love doing more than anything else in the world, that fits within your personalities, that you can do for the next 5 years, and something that you would risk it all for. I'm saying risk it all. Maybe not die. Will you risk it all? For me, I done risked it all. It's working out. Year 6 was a good year. We're on year 6. It's just February. But I have risked it all. And I stand proud before you today to say, if you risk it all too, God can do anything but fail. Period. He's not in the business of failing us. He's not in the business of humiliating us. He's not in the business of making you feel like you're a loser. He's in the business of making you a warrior, of making you, hold on, because I wrote it down. Everybody's names, victorious. He's in the business of making him out to be the best man alive, because you got to vocalize and say it. You got to skate. God is so good. All the time, God is good. Why is that? Because he's in the business. He's in the business of making sure you don't fail. I've done everything but fail. I've made mistakes. Everything didn't go the way I thought it was, but even my failures are signs that I was in the right direction. Because if I'm not failing, that means I'm not trying. And if I'm not trying, that means I ain't got faith. And if I don't got faith, that means I got fear. And if I got fear, that means I'm not pleasing God. Y'all see how that goes together? So, Stephanie, you're up, my love.
Yeah. All right.
What is your it thing, boo?
So, what really gets me excited and happy, first off, it's hearing about people's goals and motivating them. If someone calls and says, hey, I'm trying to put this thing out, or I'm trying to do this thing, or I want to work out, or I want to do this, blah, blah, get a house, whatever. I get so excited. That conversation just excites me to where I have to walk around, I pace. I get really excited for people and for myself when I'm trying to achieve something and thinking through the process of how to put it together. What's the next step? What's the next step? So that's like the number one thing, outside of just seeing me at home with my family and everybody smiling, being happy, like my kids and my husband. That I feel really warm inside doing that as well. But that's not an everyday thing. That's not realistic that it's going to happen every single day, all day.
Yeah. So every day, if you woke up motivating and educating and inspiring others to get through their process, to go step by step, to complete something, that just, love it.
I get excited. Yes.
You get excited. Okay, perfect. So that seems like a coach to me. I know you said accountability, but I don't know if you're really with the accountability. Because I want it to be something that you're proud of. Like me, I'm a faith and business coach because I like faith and business. I would be a faith, chicken, and business coach. If I could, I will. I can't wait to change it to chicken coach because I feel like I coach people to eat chicken properly. But Can it be something that is not so clinical? Are you in love with the accountability coach title?
No, I felt like I went with accountability because I was trying to achieve something. I didn't know what, and I wanted support. So I felt, well, why not do it with other people? They can support me and I can support them at the same time.
Yes. Now, with that, you want to coach them to get through a process. You could be a success coach.
Yeah.
I want you to spend some time there in the type of coach. You can play with it because it's on you to make it make sense to everybody else. Your brand is your brand. I'm the pretty plug. I gave myself that name. I'm a faith and business coach. I gave myself that title. I'm like, okay, I like to do faith. So you got to find something that you love that's your title and it makes sense for you in this way. What is it? What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to ask you, like, what makes you qualified to be a business coach? Not you in general. Just what makes somebody qualified to be a business coach?
They say they're a business coach. I mean, entrepreneurship, you can be a fraud all the way, or you could be who you say you are. The reason why I say that is because what does it take to be a business owner? Somebody that solves a problem. That's an entrepreneur. And that's the next thing, the confidence in entrepreneurship. I know that's the next training that everybody, again, I gave y'all 4. I didn't want to overwhelm y'all. So like that confidence in entrepreneurship is that you can be a business owner just by saying, I want to be a business owner. And you don't need a degree to do that. That's why the smartest men in the world don't have degrees. Steve Jobs don't have a degree. Mark Zuckerberg, no degree. Bill Gates, no degree. But they are the richest people in the world. They don't have a degree. There's no certificate for this. They found a problem and they solved it with their gifts. They believed in themselves more than probably anybody else because they're the richest. I believe that your faith is a direct indication of your currency. The more faith you have, the more money God will give you for believing in yourself. The more and more I believe in myself, I done got an apartment. I can't say that my faith didn't do that. I applied, and here we are. I said we doing the 0 to Hero challenge, 180. I just believed in myself. That's why I say success is 90% faith and 10% execution. I could pay anybody to do funnels, anybody to do marketing, anybody to do things, right? If I don't believe in myself, I can't do none of it. That's why I say with you, like success coach, somebody that finishes things. I feel like you want to help people be successful. Accountability is cool, but I don't like babysitting grown folks. I don't even like doing that in my job. When I was at Goldman, I didn't like babysitting grown people that said they wanted a paycheck. You know what I did want them to do? Be successful in what they wanted to do. And with that, you create actionable steps based off them. You tailor it to the person. So it doesn't have to be success coach. I know it's a coach. It's not a mentor. I could pay for a mentor, but I'd rather pay for a coach. I'd rather pay for somebody to work me out. I want results. I'm a coach, y'all. I don't work y'all out physically. I work you out mentally. I put it in one of my raps. I was like, I'm your favorite coach, because I'm a rapper in another life. I'm your favorite coach. I don't even go to the gym and all that stuff, but like I work you out. I put some in a rap. But pretty much the point of it was I don't work you out physically, I work you out mentally. I make you think, question things, so you can come up with your own word. You could be the warrior coach. Who gonna pop you? Kobe called himself what? Mamba. How many people called him Mamba?
Right, everybody.
Do you see where I'm going with this? He believed he was Mamba. Kobe believed he the GOAT. You got to believe in whatever it is that you decide to call yourself. But that 90% is belief and faith that it makes sense to you. Now you got to spend the 10% convincing everybody else. Mine took 6 years. I hope that I can get you at least to a year time frame gap. I think mine may have been the hardest because once I did it, I'm going to get everybody else to do it too. So success coach, I want you to keep that in mind because we're going to do a limiting belief exercise after this.
Okay.
Okay. Mariah, you're next because Candace, we already did this. So between Candace and Nelia, y'all okay? Okay, cool. Mariah, talk to me, boo. What's your it thing?
I guess when you was sensing overthinking, you were sensing me.
I saw it in your face. It's all over your forehead. It's like overthink. Needs degree, needs certification, can't be qualified. No, can't be me.
It wasn't about the degree thing because, child, I don't want to think about school no more. But I had three words that popped up to me. Like I told you before, and I'm sure you can see this when you look at my brand right now. Like I really love food. Like to the point where in my spare time, I watch food ASMRs, and like when someone really like reels me in with the visuals, I literally would be like clapping like I'm at a basketball game, and my husband be like, "What?" And then he'd be like, "Did you really just clap to an icing video?" Like, so it's food, but I really, really, really like helping people. But I like helping people to like, I don't know, get over their fear of the kitchen or like try something new. Like it really gets me excited when someone says, "Oh, I tried your recipe," and they tag me in it. And I'm just like, "Oh, wow, you actually tried it. I'm really proud of you." But then also is encouraging. Like I'm always everybody's hype man. Like it comes to me naturally. I don't ever have to sit and think about how to encourage somebody. So I don't know why those three things came to my head, and maybe I was overthinking because you said it, but I have it's.
Okay, the crazy part is I said if it's food, it's food. And I said that first.
Oh, my mind was already wandering.
Right, and I don't know if anybody else heard me. I said if it's cooking, cook. Like I said that first. I don't even know why I said it, but now I know. Sis, if you like to cook, you like to cook. We call them a chef. You can, whatever you want to call yourself. Mariah the chef.
But I
Mariah,
don't want to cook for other people though. That is not my thing.
it's the YouTubers that I watch don't cook for other people. They cook for themselves and they teach me how to cook. You see how you overcomplicating this? You just said you watch ASMRs all day long. And older people like, but do you see what we overcomplicating this process? If you a chef, you a chef. You a chef. People charge your recipes. I'm sorry, I'm not out here cooking. And so if somebody try my recipe, would you, is there other titles? Would anybody else in the group like to say other than chef,
Um,
other than cook?
I I don't know about the title, but Mariah, your food looks good, and I enjoy cooking different things. And I have a family, and I've been wanting someone to kind of go live and let me be in the live too, and teach me how to cook so other moms can see,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
can
how
you
to
get on my
prep
brain?
meals. So, like, you know, whenever you're ready,
Get
I
out
can
of my
use the help.
brain.
And the crazy part about this is in Black Christian Entrepreneurs, I already said that I wanted to have like um in the Patreon, I wanted a chef or someone that can cook and kind of like quarantine meals that's like great, you know, like everyday meals, but you make them better. And I didn't have a chef or a cook, but look at how God works. I don't know if Nelia, you even remember me saying, I was like, I think it'd be cool if we got together and we did cooking and with people start doing theater, but teaching people skills. Baby, people don't know how to cook. I don't know if you've been on the world. People don't know how to cook chicken. They don't know how to cook nothing. That's why
Yeah.
they own these things.
You said, what's the thing? What? Well, you didn't say it, but basically you asked, what's the thing that'll make you flip tables over? Ooh, bad food.
Okay, so now it's up to you to decide what you want to call yourself, but I think you should stick in the culinary arts industry. You don't need a degree for that, I promise. On Instagram, it's when you made the account, you can be anything you want. In the creator profile or the business profile, you can select chef if you want. I promise you ain't nobody gonna pop you.
I mean, who
I've
gonna
been
check you,
popped one
boo? Ain't
time.
nobody gonna pop me.
Ain't nobody gonna, and I've not been popped one time since I called myself a faith and business coach. I had one person say, since you're doing coaching and life coaching, you may need a certification. I looked at him, I said, the devil is a lie. I got enough life that I done been through to coach somebody through some stuff. You probably ain't been through half of what I went through. This ain't in no book. This been in my life. I am a life coach, whatever you want me to be. So it's like that was a little small. As soon as I named myself faith and business coach, I had it's like the enemy. Somebody that knew me was like, "You gonna need to do a certification." What experience do I have more than the life that I have and how I can help somebody else with my pains and things? Girl, I listened to that and I said, listen, you still at your job that you've been wanting to be an entrepreneur for all your life. How you gonna try to tell me how to be this and you still at your job? I don't listen to people that still at their job. Not that I don't want to, but I'm on the outside. You still in trying to get in. Like I'm in. You trying to get in here. So I'm gonna look for you to see which title you want. That'll be homework. See what kind of chef. I mean, you can figure it out. Like that. This is the fun part. This is the creativity. There's limited. Yes, Nelia, my bad.
Do you want to use like faith in your like recipes or in like your like lives and stuff?
I've thought about it, but like
It's not mandatory.
I know, but I've thought about it, but I give ghetto renditions of things of what the Bible say. Like I'm like the ghetto message version. So I always tell people like, oh, go look it up for yourself because this is the ghetto version. So I don't want to like box myself into doing that because then I feel like I'll get overwhelmed with trying to make sure that like there's a actual like reference.
Yeah, the overthinking is real. I'm just asking if that's what you want. If that's something that you would want.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't want it to. I don't want it to overwhelm me.
Okay.
So short answer, yes.
Short
How?
answer.
Don't know.
No is the answer.
Well, whenever
Okay,
I think
yeah.
about chefs, the famous chefs, their name is their name. That's the brand. They just got people to believe in their food. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. We already know you're in the cooking industry. It's about now, God will show you the rest. But I mean, we're doing this for 6 weeks. You'll know things have been moving pretty fast with y'all. I feel there's an anointing in this space. Candace already bought her iPad. She bought her iPad, and this is just day 2, day 3. She got her iPad. She said, by faith, I purchased the iPad. I said, look at that. Look at the iPhone journey. So I just feel like if you have a clear indication that food is where your gift is, the naming is easy. You can change your name every day. If I don't want to be the pretty plug, I'm going to change it. No one's going to pop me. The followers may be confused a little, but no one's going to like comment, oh, Jasmine, you're not the pretty plug anymore. Who? They didn't get my account and put that there. I put that there. Thank you, Mariah, for your time today. Crystal, we're on you.
So I said discipling people to Christ and encouraging people. That's just kind of something I get passionate about talking about. I can do it all day long.
That's ministry. If you want me to be honest, like, you can build your brand name, but that's just ministry. That's literally ministry. That is healing the sick. What did Jesus do? Like what did he do? That's just ministry. That's teaching people how to hear the voice of God. That's how to read the Bible. What does it mean? What are your spiritual gifts? Like that's a faith coach. You know what I'm saying? Like that's if you want to be a coach, or you can just be a spiritual leader. Like you can kind of play with that, but that's just pure ministry. And nobody should beat you up about you want to do pure ministry, because that's a job. That's a harder job. I want y'all to understand, I am in a season where I have to learn about spiritual warfare, because I am dealing with things in the spiritual and in the natural. My sister be like, Jasmine, why you can't do basic stuff? I be like, you don't understand what I'm dealing with on a day-to-day. You don't see it, sis. I see it. So I be like, you want me to do this basic task? I got you. I'm going to outsource it because it's not my gift. Y'all need me praying for you. And I don't know if I need to be jacking other stuff up. So spiritual gifts, spiritual things, I love that. Star, Nelia, I don't know if you can help me here. She needs to be connected with Star. Star teaches on it. She teaches on spiritual gifts. We have that track coming in Black Christian Entrepreneurs where we're going to literally teach people their spiritual gifts and how they build their relationship with God. Honestly, Crystal, it's probably you, boo, because, I didn't have that there. I didn't have the person, because Star is that person too, but let's just say she doesn't have the bandwidth. How do we build that curriculum out? What does it take for somebody to have a pure relationship with God where they're not dependent on a teacher or a pastor?
I have a devotional on it, actually. I already wrote it out. I mean, this is something I run from. I was called at 16.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to do that. I told Jesus, I'll do anything but preach. I don't want to do that. So I praise dance to get away from that.
Oh, but he still used you. You still couldn't pop, lock, and drop it. Yeah. You had to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He still used you. Yeah. Which is funny. Well, it's not. I mean, it's funny, but God gonna do what he gonna do. You can either be 30 when you figure it, 40, 50, 70, or you can start at 16. For me, I don't think I had a choice. It was, this is what you're doing. Okay, God, fine. So for you, Crystal, ministry, people sow seeds. I ask people for money because it's ministry. This is what I do every day. It's ministry. If people are being fed, they will sow. That's the faith part, right? I gotta, get a little teary-eyed because in ministry, it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard. You're doing things for God, but God loves you. He will make sure you have all of your needs. And I think I went to college with your husband. I was looking at your pictures.
Yeah, we connected all of this.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, he was extremely familiar, and I don't know if I've talked to him or if he was an engineer. I don't know. Oh, he's an engineer?
He was in the College of Engineering, and he went to not cybersecurity, management information system, all that.
Okay.
That technology stuff.
I'm like, he looks familiar, but I don't want to be the one that's crazy, because God gives me photogenic like memory of people and their gifts. I don't always remember their name, but I know their face and I know their gift. So if I see him, I'm like, I've never talked to him, but I do remember seeing him. And I was like, that's kind of cool. His wife is in this. And I'm like, okay. And obviously, if your man is an engineer, baby, I think you're set. You're in Texas. So if that's what I thought, I don't know how COVID could have done it, but I think things can work out for you.
Yeah, I'm in the process of putting in my resignation. I've been fighting it.
Okay. And I promise you, I don't know. I don't think a job year is coming for you. I hope
not. Listen,
but you will be tested. But again, when you have the right people that can pray for you, that can help you, that can say it's gonna be okay, God got you. But when you understand God, though, you are invincible. We all here until we not, and God is the one that calls us home. So it's just like, if every day you live in your life for God, that's beautiful. And not that everybody else's is, and I hope it's not, y'all not feeling that way. But I'm saying, if this is the route you want to choose, God is going to elevate you. Online is where we're at. You don't even have to leave your home or your family to minister to people. You can open up a clubhouse room every day and pray if you want. You can open up Clubhouse and access thousands. People are asking me about Clubhouse. Why are people texting me about it? I'm not even the owner of the room. Yes, CST. Sorry, y'all. I'm like, why am I being asked Clubhouse questions? Because I know I'm not the person starting it. Chelsea, Nelia, Chelsea is your person.
I don't know why she's asking you.
Yeah, she texts me. She just want to make sure that it's CST, not EST. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. So Crystal, are you okay with that? Now your titles and things, you can choose. You can just make it Crystal Crockett, Priscilla Shire, Sarah Jakes Roberts. Their name is their name.
I hate titles.
Right. So your name is your name, and your name is your brand, and people will know Crystal Crockett for her. And you will help people come to Christ. I don't feel no in my heart like this is, I'm telling you the wrong thing. I would sense it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. My girl Artelia, talk to me.
Well, I put down a few things. I think like everybody else, well, not everybody else, but I think I was overthinking it when I wrote these things down. But I wrote down being a mom, providing support for other people by just being a listening ear, and like doing like crafty projects, like being creative.
Okay, so you're crafty. So in the world of, do you want to do it in the world of moms, or do you want to do it in the world of DIY?
Moms, because a lot of my crafty projects come from like school projects.
Have you heard of Etsy?
Mm-hmm.
Etsy is just a whole bunch of moms making money being moms. Then they put it on Pinterest for marketing. Then they have an Instagram account just to verify that they got kids.
Well,
so for you, you're still a product-based business, it seems. I've heard lip glosses. I've heard what was the other thing?
Retail.
Retail. Are you passionate about retail, or was it just something you thought that you should do?
I think it's something else other than that to me. But the only reason why I incorporate retail is because I use fashion to help me rebuild my confidence.
Okay. And you have always dressed cute. Do you just want to be the fashion blogger, mom, DIY woman? And the reason why I say that is because maybe you, by you dressing and you being confident and you talking about your confidence and how it was stripped from you and how, you know, you're rebuilding it, but you're showing up on camera and you also saying, well, here's my different DIY projects. You can display your fashion. You can have an Amazon account. Pretty much it's influencers. I believe it's like influencer world, like the Maddie James. That's that energy I'm sensing.
I feel like you could, don't quote me on this, but I feel like I felt led to say this. You could be that, because you know how like when you see people that do DIY projects, especially moms, they always in like beat up clothes or what like, you know, like trashy clothes. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, because if you want to protect your cute clothes, whatever, but you could maybe possibly come up with a line of things to wear while you're doing DIY projects, but it's cute. You don't have to look busted.
Yeah.
That's different.
Like cute DIY aprons.
Yes.
Because I ruin my clothes all the time when I'm cooking, and people ruin their clothes when they're doing DIY projects with sawdust and glue or whatever the case may be. But you could put an apron over it, and the apron could be cute. It doesn't have to be a Betty Crocker apron. Just an idea.
And what I was gonna add to that is fashion reels in women. And Pine Bluff, all I see in their people's gift, Kiera Mays, what's that, Quentin Sargent and Shannon, and everybody just can dress. We don't know how to make no money, but boy, can we stunt in our clothes. So the point I'm making, we from Pine Bluff together, y'all. The point I'm making is fashion is important and it's a part of your brand. Maybe you don't have to come up with your own fashion line yet. Maybe you can just focus on the DIY. Maybe you can focus on like being a cute mom. Chelsea is Christian, curvy, cool. She's a mom, but she's a Christian and she's curvy and she's cool. Like you taking pictures all the time with your cell phone. That's where that's where Candace, I believe, can train too on how to really do cute pictures, poses. I feel like Candace, a lot of times I feel like you can train women on how to use their phone and build their creativity angle. That's what I sense sometimes with you too. Now that I've been following it a little more, but like you taking pictures, that's a part of your brand. You gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be doing your thing. Like your clothes, you gonna tag where they come from. My only hope is if you get any of your clothes, like try to get affiliate marketing, and I can try to get my brand manager, because I have a brand manager now. And there's a whole bunch of sites that you put on so you can be like affiliate marketing influencer. But I just think that like for the first, like, because I want to give tangible things. I don't want to, I'm saying a lot. I really just gave you the $1 million business idea, and that's what I do, but I want to give it to you in small pieces. Okay, guys? I can really give all y'all business model right now, but I just want to give it to you in small chunks. Okay. I feel like beauty, fashion, even the way you do your hair, you know, not that you have to be a hair influencer, but you keeping yourself up as a mom and teaching women that they can get dressed too and keep themselves beautiful, even when they have children, while also providing crafty ways for them to entertain their children. That is beautiful within itself. And you're going to reel other moms in, because you not, like Mariah said, gonna be having the trashy clothes on. Like, dang sis, okay, you snatching us, you getting us together, you doing DIY and you cute. Okay, I believe if you kind of walk in that, Artelia, those situations that happened to you was to strip you of your confidence so you wouldn't do that. You already like to do it. If I go to your Instagram right now, you about have posed with your clothes. You and Bria, what's her last name? Y'all be dressing, and y'all kind of I can't remember her name, her last name. It's my classmate. Her name's Bria. She was a nurse. She a nurse. Y'all like will come on the gram and be stunting. But we love when y'all stunt. I mean, stunt on me, please.
Are you talking about Brianna Nancy?
Not Brianna Nesby.
Nelson?
She my classmate, Bria. I can't remember. Don't quote me on it. But in general, stunt on me, sis. Stunt on me. Make it where when I have a kid, I'm like, dang, I need to get my clothes together. Because honestly, you guys, when you function in your gift, you're literally stunning on individuals. All I did when I walk in my gift and I did the launcher gold and I had my clothes, I was in my gift. It seemed like stunting to those. No, I was conquering social media. Literally, I came back harder than ever. People was like, I didn't even know you was gone. Well, I knew I was gone, but I got to help y'all conquer social media. So that means I got to show up. I got to act up. I got to do whatever. I got to say to the moontops. But Artia, let me know if that's something that you could do for the next 5 years. Arts and crafts, fashion, and probably even blogging. I don't know if you like to write, because I know talking may be a little bit much, but we don't have to do the blogging right now. But in general, what do you think about that path?
About doing that like for the next, did you say 5 or 6?
5.
5. I think that I could, just because it involves me doing stuff as a mom, and I love being a mom to both my kids. So I feel like they are the greatest thing that ever happened to me. So I believe I could just find different stuff to do concerning them, even when it comes to the way I dress. Because when I became a mom, the way I carry myself, my demeanor, and I became like, how do you call it? Reserved, rather. Still be cute, but real reserved.
Okay. So I think what I'm sensing is just like maybe not starting off in this way, but I feel like that's a good first step. You could be the mom that sells the lip glosses and everything else, but I think it's a good first step. I'm sounding. Are you clear on it? I don't know if I'm sensing, like, I don't know if I hear like yes.
I don't know. I guess I'm just real unsure.
I sense it. I can tell. I know.
Like, yes, it would be a great thing for me to do, but I guess I'm just unsure. I don't know if it's because I'm distracted right now because of kids.
What's Mariah? You're a leader over there. What are you sensing?
I think you're unsure because it's outside of what you thought or think you can do, and it's very possible. I mean, I've been influencing for a couple years, like, part-time, and I've just started taking it seriously, and you and I are the same in the whole overthinking it thing. Like, if it's something that you said that you would die for, like, you want to be cute, and you want to be cute not just for yourself, but also so that your kids can see the confidence that God is building in you. There are other moms out there that don't have someone to push them, or even have someone to look at to make them feel like they can do that too. I still have to remind myself that I'm a human being and not a mom, right? Like, being a mom is a role. I mean, God forbid that he takes your children back, but if he does, you still gonna be Artelia. You always gonna be your children's mother, but outside of being a mother, you like fashion, so own that. But you can incorporate the two so that neither one of them becomes cumbersome. Like, I feel like you're unsure because you're like, is that a thing? It's a thing because God created it to be a thing for you. You can do it. Like, look, I don't know if you follow Tabitha Brown. Look her up when we get off of here. Tabitha. She is in her early 40s and she's just now like really like walking in her purpose. But that woman can dress. But all she does is make TikToks and videos of her vegan food. But she cute every time she show up on that camera. I ain't never seen that woman busted. You could do the same thing. You like DIY, whatever it is that you show up for, you gonna always be cute. So own that. Don't like overthinking like, is that a thing? Or like, yes, it's a thing. I mean, I would say pray about it ultimately. Pray about it. I mean, I'm the type of person that asks for confirmation and God will give it to you. And trust me, I asked him 30 times and he give me 30 confirmations. Pray about it just so that you can become sure. But I'm just telling you, like, if from a practical standpoint, it's a thing, Artelia. It's a thing because that's what God created it to be, a thing for you. So don't be unsure because it like you just like, I don't know. Like clearly you like fashion, so own that.
My next exercise will get the rest out. Don't worry, ladies, if you all are feeling doubtful. I have enough for everyone. I'm gonna get it all out. Nicolette, talk to us, my victorious lady.
Hey y'all. Well, I really like designing things. I mean, I can do a lot of things. Not, I mean, okay, I'm the type of person I can do a lot, but I don't necessarily like to do a lot. So like, I don't like to pay people for stuff. So if I can figure it out, I'm gonna learn how to do it, and I'm gonna do it well. But do I like to do it? No. Like I can build a website, but do I enjoy building websites? Absolutely not. Like I was like, well, I can charge people to build websites. No. Um, but I mean, I can do like graphic designs. Like I can do logos and stuff like that, like digital drawings. I mean, I can do houses. Like I really like. I haven't designed a house myself, but I have my first like renovation coming up soon within the next 3 weeks. So I'm really excited about that. I just really love like houses, like and then I like designing clothes, but for myself. Um, so yeah, I don't know if y'all have looked on my page, but if you go to my like highlights, I have like a lot of my best fashion designs that I made in my highlights. Y'all can check them out. And but I like sewing. I just don't like sewing for I just don't like being pressured to sew. Like I want to sew on like my own time. I don't want to be like, oh, Nicola, I need this outfit by next Friday. I don't like that. But I do like making clothes for myself, and I do like houses and like I like renovating houses. Um, like the whole like I just love nice things, you know, like um I like make and I have a YouTube channel, like a DIY YouTube channel, and I posted I posted a video in 2016 and it got like 75,000 views, but I really ain't post nothing else. So that's so nobody, I mean, yeah, nobody, I mean, it's so I don't know.
I
I'm
feel
not
like you're
consistent.
trying to mess my track record up. I feel it and I sense it, and it's not gonna happen today. So I hear fashion, real estate, and DIY, but the premise of it is design. The premise of it is creativity. The premise of it is creating something that doesn't exist and using you as the tool to do it. Now, I'm not gonna let you mess my track record up because I sense it in my spirit. I sense it. You didn't come up with an it, did you? Because if you did, you just told me 10 things. I need a it.
I don't know. I mean, I like designing. Is that
Designing what though? Designing what? Because we
I
need
don't
to be consistent at it.
I don't know. I mean, the most thing I've been consistent with is these houses, but
Who is an influencer that you are inspired by?
I really like Jackie Ina, and I like who else do I look at a lot?
So you a YouTuber, sis.
I love
If you're,
YouTube, yes.
if you're a YouTuber, that means you can do whatever you want. People are just gonna follow you. You're not messing my track record up. You're not. If you're a YouTuber, you're a YouTuber. Obviously, God gave you 75,000 freaking views. I'm about to like, y'all know my water getting low. Like I be having to, sometimes with this, I be like,
What more of a sign did she need? 75,000 souls, Jesus. 75,000. Some people can't get 1 view. They can't get 3 views. They've been on YouTube trying for years because they not in their gift. 75,000 views, sis. 75K. That's a salary for somebody. Do you know YouTube honors that? They will let you, like, your stuff could have been monetized off of that video alone.
It was monetized, but they demonetized me because you got to have like a certain watch hours. And like, because I ain't posted a video in like 5 years.
I would demonetize you too. I should. I sure would. I would take it from you. You're not, oh, I feel a message. I ain't doing live this week because I'm tired, but I feel a message coming. I can't believe this. Y'all all hear what I hear. Am I going crazy?
Girl, if you don't turn that camera on and let us watch you work that sewing machine.
Nicolette, you gotta tell them about the ones that you record, but you just don't post.
Oh yeah, I
remember. You a content hoarder like me too.
About that.
Nicolette, what the heck?
Like I
Sis, you over here making people $88,000 in a month. You got 75,000 views. I mean, what is happening right now? Seriously,
like, you are the brand, Nicolette, and we gonna follow you until you figure it out. Maybe it's real estate. Girl, maybe it's design.
Am I following you already? What's your Instagram name?
Nicolette Cachet.
Maybe it's the content and this marketing course that she's doing. Like all of this.
I want you to understand, like, to be honest, there are people in this world that are just going to create content and we're going to watch them. I know you have seen comedians. I know you've seen people that are like, they just eat food, mukbangs. This exists. It literally exists. People that just want to try on clothes, they call it a try on haul. People that just want to eat, they call it look at me eat. People that want to talk, look at my blog. People that want to teach you how to do stuff, how to. You're not messing my track record up. You're not. I'm sorry. You tried it.
I have a question for her because I'm looking at her Instagram now. So you enjoy the real estate, right? Mm-hmm. Wholesaling, flipping. I mean, that's a big industry.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
But she don't enjoy it enough.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah, you heard it. You heard that.
I mean, it's kind of it's depressing because I don't make no money. So like,
not yet.
I mean, but, you know, people are kind of discouraging. Like my dad was like, "You better make money this month, and you got to get a job." Like, I mean, but at this point, I've been jobless for over a year now, and I ain't ran out of money yet. So I mean, I'm doing a little bit.
It's something called. Have you heard of Bigger Pockets podcast?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Are you part of their membership?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
but I mean, I have the free membership, but I don't pay for nothing.
Okay, I get you. My husband pays for that. He's actually at a real estate meeting now. He bought 2 properties this year during COVID, and I mean, he's flipping. He's gonna start a YouTube and all that. And you already got views. He's just trying to get started. So I don't think you should stop. And this is his next step in life. This is not like his first steps. And I'm pretty sure you're younger than him. And people try to get to where you're at. So if you really, really enjoy designing and flipping houses and, you know, look, who is it? All these TV shows with, what's the girl? Somebody on the coast or whatever. All these people on TV flipping houses and acting and all of that. Like if you enjoy designing and dealing with real estate, there's money there.
And like that's one of my issues. Sorry.
I just want to encourage you that like I get the whole pressure of your dad, like, oh, you better make money. But I mean, like, who's the big daddy here? No shade to your dad, but who's the big daddy? Lord. So if that's what your purpose is, I mean, from me, like my family didn't support what I was doing as an influencer. My mom's like, oh, so you graduated, like, You gonna get a job? And I'm like, no, I don't really think God is calling me back to corporate America. And she's like, you gonna stress your husband out. My husband is an engineer. He ain't making six figures yet, but he's an engineer. So, and God has made a way literally out of no way for us. So I'm telling you this, like sometimes you have to shut even your parents out so you can like freely create. Don't listen to him. I mean, I know you live in his house, but don't listen to him to the point where it stunts you from being who you are. Like clearly design is like literally seeping out of your pores.
Yeah, I
Like,
think she still has to learn a lot of the pieces to real estate as far as like analyzing the properties and actually capitalizing off those margins. And that's where it's going to be important to have a strong mentor with expertise in real estate, because you can lose big. You can win big, but you can lose big as well. So,
but if you wanted to play it safe though, I'll send you the page that I see sometimes. There are people out here that literally just design. Because I mean, you might not be able to, might not have the capital or the manpower to be like actually out here buying properties yet, or actually like doing the renovations. But there are people that will pay you for the design because they don't have a creative bone in their body. So you can start there and then allow God to unfold it from there. But like, don't just be like, oh, I like it, but I don't know about the like. Girl, there's people out. They sell bowls of hay at the grocery store.
So
They chop off pampas grass from outside and sell it at the grocery store. You can make money doing anything.
yeah, I just wanna butt in because I think y'all are spot on, but I feel like I sense something else. I feel like Nicolette, you chose real estate because it makes money and because it's something that you're good at, but I don't believe that that is your true passion. You chose it for the money. You didn't choose it for the passion. Am I sensing that properly?
I mean, I've always I've always just watched HGTV when I was younger, and I was like, oh, like I don't really want to be an agent. I was scared of like showing somebody a house and they like kidnap me or rape me or something. So I don't want to be an agent. But then like I found out that you can be like an investor and you can like own the houses and you can do more than just like be an agent. And so
So your
I
passion
like that.
for real estate is there, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But and then even the YouTube channel, like it's all because like people, well, I'm not gonna say I got loyal followers at this point, but like I have a design channel, but then I like real estate, which is like not even, the people who want to know about real estate don't necessarily care about someone or and then
No. See, Nicolette, let me worry about that part. Okay.
okay.
Can we get to the it? You're trying to ruin my track record again. I sense it. Don't worry about that part because you're like, who's not looking? You're on step 3. I'm on step 1.
But I mean, I really do like helping people. Like I like I like when I would so close for people when like they're like really happy and like they're like, oh my gosh,
You're
like,
trying to
that's
ruin
so
my
cute.
track
Like,
record. I sense
I'm sorry, I
no,
mean,
because we're flipping. That's why I said, are you doing it for the money? Because then you go back to the design portion. What if you didn't get paid no money? What would you do all the time? If money didn't matter, would it still be real estate?
If money didn't matter, what would I do? Okay, this is I can't. I mean, I don't. I've been really lazy. I haven't. I mean, I feel like I might have depression. I need to go
You
to
are
a therapist.
victorious.
We are I just been feeling so.
It ain't about right now.
Yes.
You trying to ruin my track record? I sense it in my spirit.
You're sorry, y'all. This is taking a long time.
It's not taking a long time. I already sense it. I already know. I already said it. If you didn't have
what do you think it is, Jazz?
no money, huh?
What do you think it is for her?
She's a content creator.
Do you like working with the youth or kids?
I don't like kids.
Not at all.
I mean, I like the idea of like influencing the youth to do better with like financial literacy and stuff, but I mean, I'll babysit if somebody asks, but I'm not offering no service.
Content creator, which
You
means
are a
that's what I
personality.
am.
You're a
You do what you
personality.
want.
Yeah, Nicolette, you're a personality. I don't remember if you remember Sunday night and how you was making us laugh. You're a personality. And if you choose to do real estate today, or if you choose to do DIY tomorrow, or you choose to do fashion, people follow personalities. They don't follow they follow, yes, the things, but I believe you're a personality. But you're not gonna run my track record. I know you're trying. So we're gonna move on to the next exercise because I feel like you chose real estate. You're good at a lot of things. You said yourself, you can teach yourself how to do real estate. You can teach yourself how to do websites. You can teach yourself how to do this. You even had me over here, you wanting to do a email course. You don't even want to do that. You want to do content creation. You wrong for this, Nicolette. You wrong. All right, you guys, this sheet is inside of your drive. So I know everybody has probably seen it or had access to it to the Launch Your Goal Q1. These are the modules, your training, some of them, and then the worksheets you need. This is what I'm pulling out of.
Wait, Jasmine, I didn't get this. Can you send it to me again?
You did, boo. You ain't reading your emails or nothing.
I checked my email multiple times a day. That's why I was confused earlier in the chat. I've been looking for it. I'm like, where is these documents she keep talking about?
I'm gonna be honest, I ain't see it either, but I'm not gonna 100% say I looked like super good. So I'm gonna check.
Did y'all look at your welcome email?
Yes.
Did you get a welcome
I
email?
think what did the welcome email look like? It had the what to do this week, or that's a different email?
No, the one that I see it says welcome in it, but it just has a link to the first meeting we had. There's nothing else attached to it, and then everything. I just searched your name in my inbox. Everything after that is just invitations to our meetings. I don't have anything else.
Okay, I understand, y'all. Here we go. Don't worry. I'm gonna fix this. Y'all have to speak up also. So thank you for speaking up. But it was in your welcome email after you signed the contract. It was like the next step.
I don't even see the contract. What the heck?
Now that is something that I can help with because you've paid money. Right? You're the first one.
Yeah, and that part's automated, right?
Yes. Does everybody
let me search Launch Your Goal instead of Jasmine.
No, I'm gonna tell Marie.
Oh, okay. I see the contract. Oh, there it is. It got buried.
It's okay.
It wasn't you. It was me.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I want to make sure everyone has what they need. So I'm sorry I didn't go over this document. That's what I should have done first. Okay, let me backtrack. We still have like a little under 40 minutes because we got to do the clubhouse if y'all have time or whatever. Welcome to the place where you launch your goal, get consistent, and become clear and confident. I'm Jasmine, your favorite faith and business coach. Heavy on the favorite. I come to not only snatch your edges, but to build you back up God's way. It's not enough for me to give you information and motivation, but we have to start applying the knowledge. So you already signed your contract, and then this is the link to the Google Drive folder. And then here we go. I teach you how to do more with less. We got Zoom, we got Google, we got Canva, finding graphics and creative market. What's not allowed is excuses, expecting that I will work harder for your brand than you will, not showing up for yourself. What is allowed, praying, talking about God, being vulnerable with me and your fears and insecurities when it comes to social media and your business, having a winning attitude, the ability to be coachable and teachable throughout this process, showing up and asking questions when you don't understand, encouraging yourself and others too. Upon graduation, you will be asked to send me a written or video messages with everything that is done so that I have a list of testimonials, my office hours, Facebook, Zoom, or Instagram. You can send an email to me and my team if you all are needing support. And you all also have,
I put you can text kind of. So pretty much my DMs are always in shambles. It took me an hour to get through them today, and then I got some more. And but in general, I take maybe between 1 and 3 hours. But if you put it in the Instagram chat, or if you have a question, or if you DM me, or I forgot the number. I gotta ask Marie what the number is. You guys on what number y'all text me on, and like I'll answer. Again, the coaching framework is designed to get you results within 2 weeks of working with me. You all are going to get results starting in 2 weeks. I know it because all of my clients that I did these things for within 2 weeks, they ain't even need no more. It was kind of funny, but then I see people crash and burn. It's like if you go to therapy, you start feeling good, and then once you stop, you kind of relapse. So in general, that's kind of what happens sometimes. People think, oh my gosh, I'm confident, I'm clear. And then it's like, do you understand the data? Do you understand social media marketing? Do you understand research? I want to give you all the same, all of it. That's why we're here for 6 weeks. My other clients, they were just, it's just like therapy. Once you start feeling good, you don't need the person anymore. But then later down, you're like, Jasmine, I'm hitting a brick wall. Yes, that's because you didn't complete the things that I said to do. But I want to help you build your faith, build your technology acumen. We're doing coaching sessions. We have weekly prayer calls, fasting, identity. Week 2 is networking and research. Week 3 is customer avatar. Week 4 is content calendar. Week 5 is social media analytics. Week 6, you're going to graduate on my Instagram and the conference interview panel. I already told you guys I have tons of meetings and stuff coming up so that I can, I'm working on my conference in tandem. Then speaking on Thursdays, I bring my friends, breaking generational curses. Week 2 is going to be faith-based entrepreneurship, but you all receive an email every Sunday. On week 3 is hearing the voice of God. On week 4 is mastering your message as a Christian entrepreneur. On week 5 is deliver me from social media overwhelm. And on week 6, you're going to graduate on my Instagram, and you're going to be invited to a panel. We have masterminds every Sunday. We have impromptu panels whenever I feel that we need it. And then we're going to have a girls' night one of these nights. So that was like in your welcome. Is there any questions on anything? And I know I still need to get bonuses your way. I still need to get so many things, you guys. Again, it's just been 2 days since you've been here. Even if I gave it all to y'all, you can't do it all in 2 days. So I'm asking just for a little grace, at least until Monday, so that I can get the rest of the things your way. Because what I'm already giving y'all, I promise you, y'all are in motion. I want to give you what you can handle, so you can take your speed, your training wheels off. Okay. So are we cool? Yes. Awesome. Didn't hear any rebuttals. There's a confidence and entrepreneurship worksheet here. That is on the second training, where you all are going to be getting confidence that you can be an entrepreneur. Right now, we're going to do this limiting belief exercise. It is inside of Canva. Again, let me come here. What is the limiting belief exercise? We all have fears and doubts that stop us from functioning at our full potential. However, that all stops once we identify our fears and place action items that help us reach our goals. Having the power of objectivity is essential to help you see the bigger picture and prevent your personal limiting beliefs from getting in the way of you achieving your goals. I've created a limiting belief exercise before for myself. It helps me to overcome my fears when it comes to showing up fully as a faith and business coach, especially when it shows up on social media. You all, this is going to be homework. You're going to set aside time to do this for yourself in Canva, because I want you to put it in your phone. I want you to look at it every time you do it. And you can make it pretty colors, fonts, add designs. Your limiting beliefs should start when you look at your phone, because you need to use your phone to do your work, if that makes sense. So here we are. The first limiting belief is my expertise should be monetized because I'm in the Christian entrepreneurship space. You have to argue with yourself as to reasons why this is not true. And I had to argue with myself as to why it's not true. I've been able to help people start their business and start their ideas. I've helped people to remove fear of using the internet to amplify their messages. I've helped others market themselves. Now it's time to market myself for the gifts and talents I have. I can coach people. I see the greatness out of who they are and what they will become, and I'm a game changer. I will accomplish every single one of my goals, period, poo. My second limiting belief, having faith is easy for everyone. I'm not someone special, and my gift can't really help someone. I thought that. I'm crazy. Argue with myself on reasons why this is not true.
I have worked with people who don't have faith or believe in themselves. Once they have talked with me, I have encouraged them to step out of fear and produce their gifts and talents for the world to see. I've been able to use my gift as ministry, which has brought people to Christ. My business is not about making money or getting results. It's about stewarding people to Christ. Now it's your turn. I want you to get super creative with this. You can customize the background, fonts, and whatever you need. Right now, that's what you all are doing tandem. But I want you all to write down the limiting beliefs on what? Stephanie, you are the success coach. Whatever you decide, that is the limiting belief. I can't be the success coach. With Artelia, well, I can't really be the blogger. I can't really be the mom that shows up and do the DIY. For Mariah, there are some things that you're probably thinking about being a chef. Nobody's going to buy my cookbook. Nobody's going to cook my food. Nicolette, sis, I'm not a YouTuber. I think that's a limiting belief for whatever reason. Crystal, I'm not going to be able to help people with ministry. Candace, we've already done this exercise. I forgot what yours was, but I don't know if I kind of hit the limiting belief on the head, but I want each of you all to come up with what is your limiting belief that everything that you just came up with, when we just said it, like what a part of that process is a limiting belief for you. When we just discovered what your it thing was, what could be stopping you from that idea? What limiting belief is stopping you? And you have to come up with like 5 to 7 reasons as to why it's not true. Is everybody clear on that part? Let me know if I was a little confusing.
So just one limiting belief, but 5 reasons.
Oh no, y'all, you probably got many.
I was going to say,
but per limiting belief, you have to have 7 reasons.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean, oh, I don't have more limiting beliefs. No, you have them. You just gonna have to reinforce them 7 times over, because that's the big situation with this. A lot of times is you don't believe that that gift that God gave you is the gift, and that's a limiting belief, because now you need to argue with yourself. So I would like for everybody, I don't know if y'all need to look at my screen, but I kind of want to go in a circle here. And I want Candace and Nelia to start on what their limiting belief was and just name a few reasons why that wasn't true. Candace, can you start? And then Nelia, and then we're going to go around in a circle because you already know your limiting belief because you'd already formulated it. You was already saying, nah, that can't be true. Candace, talk to us.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm reading it on my lock screen. One of my limiting beliefs was no one will want to pay me high dollars to coach them. Then reasons it's not true. God has given me these gifts. I should be able to get paid to help people to walk in their calling. Everything that I have gone through in life has equipped me to coach them to become who they were created to be. I have people who have supported me and who support me financially towards conferences and things that I've done and my journey along the way because I went after my calling. Because God has confirmed my gifts through the hundreds of people who tell me how encouraging I am and helpful to their lives. I can make generational wealth building the kingdom by encouraging and coaching others on how to become that person they were created to be. I have worked and encouraged and coached other people, and I put out their names. I won't put their names on there, to build their relationship with Christ and to gain the clarification of their dreams and desires and focus. And then the results of their spiritual growth is evident in how they have made decisions moving forward and breaking mindsets and strongholds off their minds. And then at the bottom, I'm like, now that's Candace. Like, once I got all these limiting beliefs out of the way, then I can fully walk in who I was created to be. That's just one of them.
Good.
Mine got deleted, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe it's this one. Either way, let me see.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We had this conversation. I don't know. Wait, this is Canva. I don't know. I'm with you.
Oh, I think I got it in a note.
Maybe this is not here.
Okay, let me pull it up. Because we wrote it down at least.
Oh, I think I have that.
Yeah. You want me to share?
Okay, no, I have that. Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
So I put I can't help anyone because my shit isn't together. I put that my life is together as it can be. I'm better than I was last January. Every day gets better and there is growth in healing. Because Milia knows where she has been. She knows how to assist people on where they want to go. And I help people to heal through my pain and my experiences. Yeah, that's just one of them.
Okay. Are you,
I think it was
since we did it, since we've been doing it, or since you've been feeling, have you felt better about these limiting beliefs? Like, since you did the exercise, is it working?
I think for me, I wrote another one on imposter syndrome, and I'm constantly talking to myself in my head about it. So yeah, I think putting it out there kind of helped me.
Okay, perfect. Stephanie, you're first. What's your limiting belief?
My limiting belief, hold on, I was looking for the remote to turn it down. My limiting belief is that if I go with the role as a success coach, is that no one will believe in me to lead them because they may not have think that I have achieved anything successful.
Why is
So
that not true?
that is not true because everybody's definition of success is different. I have achieved things. They may not value the audience for me may value the things that I have achieved and believe in me to help them at least get to where I'm at or beyond. So I haven't had time to jot down anything else yet. But
that's good enough. That's a good start. The one where you saying as a success coach, the people won't believe that I am successful myself. That's a whole book because it's not true. It's a lie. And I want you to argue with yourself 7 times. Do you have any other limiting beliefs? Because that can't be the only one.
Not really. When it comes to being a success coach, I think my biggest concerns that I believe that I can't do is just, influence people. I feel like sometimes in my mind and my thought process, what everybody is saying, I probably thought about, I'm 10 steps ahead in my thought process. And I normally see the end before I see the middle pieces, the little baby steps. And so I feel like sometimes my voice is not heard.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because I kind of stay quiet and I'm analyzing, but I feel like they may hear, like, say, if it's me and my husband, he could talk and he can influence and lead people. People just jump. And I'm like, hold on, but that was wrong. That's wrong. But no one's listening to me. Okay. And in the end, I end up being right, but I just keep it to myself. Like, hey, he could post on Instagram and show all his achievements and people go crazy. And I keep mine to myself because I don't like to brag and boast.
Well, that is the answer to that. So pretty much you saying like no one is going, I can't influence anyone. You're not influencing because you keep it to yourself. How can anyone read your mind? So right. There are 6 other things also. You can influence people. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
907.
Wow, God gave you 907 people and they agreed for you to influence them. It's quite unique there, Stephanie. I definitely think that those 2 are good starters, but I think there's probably a third. And the third is, can I be a full-time entrepreneur in this? Simply because of the prayer requests and things that me and you have been,
Right.
So that is a limiting belief. When you have potential to work for other companies, the only difference between them and you is the belief.
Yep.
How do you feel after today's session? Because I remember this was the number one area on identity and what am I doing? Are you feeling better now?
I'm feeling better, but honestly, I was thinking through some things about this topic on identity, and I'm trying to hurry up so you can get to other people. And I realized that, I have some other, I think my lack of confidence comes from some things with my identity, some generational things with my identity.
Yep.
And it almost left me to a point as I became an adult of who are you? Who are you really? How do you define yourself?
Yeah.
So I believe it goes a little bit deeper than just business. I can do it. Like, I know I've done it for other people. I've helped other people start their business and made money with them, made money for them. But it came down to who are you, so you can be proud about who you are, and you can say it out loud and shout it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
So it's just being rooted.
Yeah, that's why we're breaking generational curses this week. That's why we're doing that, because I can do all I can with identifying, but to know the root is somebody that told y'all along the way that you couldn't. To know the root cause of this is that somebody somewhere said, no, you not, and to ruin your confidence. Somewhere along the way, you believed in yourself and there was an enemy. Mm-hmm. I'm calling it what it is. That said, no, I'm going to shut her down. And he does it the same way every time. Just different ways, different people, different songs, different things. But that's the point I'm making. Like, with every one of y'all, I'm not trying to say generational curse because it's a little heavy, but like, it is something that has stopped you all these years, and it's a cycle. It's just a cycle, but we gotta break
a stronghold.
Stronghold, cycle. Thank you, Mariah. You're a leader all the time. I know it, you are. It's a stronghold, and it keeps you bound like this. So it's just time to break it. So Thursday, your edges will be snatched by Alexandria Ward. She has a ministry for women. She's very excited to talk with y'all. I'm excited to hear her. We're going to break the generational curses. But it starts with belief. And it starts with saying, this is who I am. And if anybody comes to you and says that, no, you need an additional degree. No, you need an additional this. That can't come from God. How does that come from him if he already says that's who you are and you feel it in your spirit? So I'm very proud of you, Stephanie. I believe you've done a good job, and it's only been day 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mariah, limiting. Okay, so due to time, limiting belief. At least tell me your limiting beliefs.
I guess my major limiting belief is that, like, I'm the first one in my family to do this, so I feel like all eyes is on me. And because it took me so long to finish school and I was so indecisive with my degree, like, I feel like they're all looking at me, waiting for me to just fall on my face so they can say, I told you to get a job. And I think that when your confidence is broken by people that are supposed to love you, that it's hard to get back up from that. I know it's not impossible, but that hurts a lot. So, like, whenever I put something out, I second guess myself because I'm like, that's not good enough. Yeah. I don't even pitch myself to brands that I know will pay me because I don't think I'm good enough.
Mm-hmm. So confidence. I lack the confidence to believe that I am a chef, content creator, whatever the title may be. Or better literally, I'm not the content creator, chef that everybody else will look up to or will support, things of that nature. And you gotta argue with yourself.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard. This is the part where most people cry, but it's a group setting.
Yeah, I feel the tears coming, but I done already snotted y'all out once, so
Right.
I don't know. It just hits different when, you know, like I said, when the people that are supposed to love and care about you the most, I mean, they don't call me a failure, and I'm sure if I directly asked them, they would say the opposite, but I've just never felt supported by them. Like, I feel like they're always like low-key side-eyeing. Like a couple weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, when we moved into this apartment that we're in now, this is the like nicest place I've ever laid my head in my entire life. And it took a lot. I went from living in my car and, you know, being pregnant and still being in school to here. And my mom was like, so you going to use your little side hustle to help your husband pay for that? Like, she always in my pockets, and she really wholeheartedly doesn't mean any harm. But like, when she called what I do a side hustle, that really hurt my feelings, because it takes a lot of work to create anything and put it on the internet. And I create a lot of stuff and hold it to myself. But when I do put it on the internet, I literally like shred myself about every single thing I post. So when she called it a side hustle, that really hurt my feelings, because it's not a side hustle, because I have nothing else but this other than my children and my husband.
That's not the first time your mom has said something to you, is it?
No, but I'm the first generation. I told you I'm the first of everything. So they really don't understand, which is why they should keep their mouth off of things. But
right,
I get called insensitive when I say things like that.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, I'm not calling your mom an enemy. I'm saying the spirit that comes to attack you comes through her the same way every time. It could be a side hustle today. It could be a you ain't got no money tomorrow. It's her. I know. My mother and father are my biggest thorns in my side.
Yeah, and that's just my mom. My dad has completely removed himself from the picture. And before he removed himself, we never had a relationship. He was a present, absent father. If it wasn't about education, we didn't talk. So now I have his grandchildren and they don't even know he exists. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel ashamed about what I do, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, because I'm like, is this a real thing? Or am I making it up in my head?
Mariah, I wanted to say something really quick. I have a soon to be 14-year-old in 2 weeks. He's the oldest child. I'm very driven, and I expect nothing but greatness from him. He doesn't operate the same way I operated at that age. And sometimes he's very vocal about it, and it kind of sounds like the message that's coming from you. He wants to be a streamer. He wants to do video editing and make things for Fortnite and different video games. He had a graduation plan appointment where he had to spill out his career to a guidance counselor. And I had to sit there and support him in what he said. But the inside of me was burning up. Is my son going to be successful? Is he going to be able to take care of his family one day? So as a parent, I can kind of understand where your mom was coming from, but at the same time, it's a new generation and she won't understand content creator. She's not going to understand that because she comes from an era where you work and you work hard, you keep your mouth closed as a woman, and you do what you have to do. That's it. And the man is supposed to be out there making bread, bringing it home, paying the bills. You take care of the kids and you do what you have to do and keep your mouth closed. She's not going to understand it. She's come from a whole generation. So in some aspect, you're going to have to battle with that perspective difference and use other people to uplift you and just, stay in prayer and do what you've been doing. But I can relate, and that helps me as a parent too to hear what you're saying, to know how I should operate moving forward so my son doesn't feel that same way. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for telling me that, because it
You're
even
welcome.
makes me feel less than as a mom, because I purposely do things different from her, not because I I think I'm better, but because I'm trying to be better for my children. And she
Absolutely.
takes that as a shot to her. And it's not, I just don't want to repeat her mistakes. So sometimes I really be sitting in my closet like, do I deserve to be a mother?
You absolutely do.
That's
You
a
do.
limiting belief. I need 7 things for that. Thank you for saying it. Just due to time, I'm going to move on. But you have 3 limiting beliefs. Do I deserve to be a mom? Is my gift going to make room for me, honestly, at the core? Will people watch me, support me? I told you the 25%. You're an entrepreneur because if no one's supporting you, congratulations. That's the qualifications. Like the whole support isn't like people glamorize entrepreneurship. Like the support not there, sis. You gotta pay for it. Sorry to tell you, you literally have to pay for it half the time, and then afterwards, it comes. But I want to hit Crystal, Artelia, and Nicolette. And what we don't do here, we do have masterminds on Sunday so that you don't have to, if people feel like, oh my gosh, like I didn't get to go, I do have like another 2 hours with y'all on Sunday, as well as if we need a little time on Thursdays as well. So Mariah, I just don't want you to think I'm cutting you off. I just want to try to get to the other ladies. But Crystal, any limiting beliefs on your end on why you can't have a ministry?
I can't help people because no one values what I have to say. Second one, I don't have anything good or impactful to say. The third one, I will be overlooked. And then the last one, I will never be accepted because I'm too quiet or I don't fit in.
Yeah, so the reason why y'all are facing these emotions is because you're having to face yourself. In the first call, this is what I do. I get all the hard stuff out the way because who cares about how to work an algorithm if you don't believe in yourself? And everything that you're sharing, you know deep down it's a lie, but it's crazy because you believed it. And you can like do like a reverse engineer. Oh, that's why I didn't post. That's why I didn't have confidence. That's why I couldn't show up for myself. That's why I was 16 and God told me to be in ministry, but I kind of said, nah, that can't be right. Scratch his head, does something parents wants to do, waits about another 10 years, does what you do anyway. I want you to understand, Crystal, that those things were a lie. They come from the pits of hell. And when you write down your 7 affirmations and your 7, 2, 3, on what it is, you're going to look at that in your phone and you're going to be like, wow, I have 7 reinforcements as to why that's not true. And we have to encourage ourselves. I can't motivate this part of you. Crystal has to do it. That's why coaching programs fail. That's why people buy course after course after course, because they're not dealing with the root. I would do a disservice for y'all if I did everything else and then did this last. Honestly, after tonight, you'll all be set free. You'll be like, oh, I can do the YouTube. Oh, I can't. Oh, you may not need me no more. That's the fun part of my job. Just to see how good I do at it. You got this. And those were limiting beliefs, but you do have to come up with 7 reasons as to why that's not true. And you already know why it's not true. That's what kicks it. That's what really gets you. Artelia, talk to me. And we'll if on Sunday we can read it out loud and do more crying because it's a part of the process. Artelia, talk to me. I'm sorry, you're on mute.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I put you aren't capable of doing anything else besides taking care of kids. You aren't a good enough mother, even though that's the best thing you know how to do. No one will listen to you because you don't know how to communicate and quiet, and no one will watch you because you aren't pretty and overlooked.
You almost baby.
Do you know that those are lies? Or do some parts of you still believe it?
Some parts still believe it.
And that's because the enemy has done it over and over and over and over and over to you, time and time again. You got stronger, then he knocked you back down. You got stronger, then he knocked you back down. You got stronger, then he knocked you back down. And you've been in Pine Bluff all these years, and nobody around you can see the gift that you are. So even if you did see something more, you've been knocked back down again. But you got to have faith that those things you said were lies. They were just lies. They were lies, and they were told to you over and over and over again until you believed it. Seven reasons why each of those are not true. So that's like, if you did 3, that's 21 reasons. And that's in your phone. That's in your phone. You look at it every day. Maybe write it in a journal. Every single day, you got to look at that and say, that's not true. It's not. It's just not. And the enemy wants you to believe it, because the moment you do, oh, you're going to set a lot of women and mothers and all other kind of people free. But he got to keep you in bondage because there's so many people attached to you.
I'm going without you. I need this to go faster. All you have to do is type it.
How you feel right now, Mariah? I'm sorry, tell you. It's a lot. I know. But I'm dealing with the root. I'm going right for the core. Right for the core.
I can press on my keys. Ooh, this spit all my keys.
Okay. I know that you're processing. You can always text me if you need to talk to me privately, okay?
That's 6 keys.
Okay. Nicolette, my 75,000 views YouTuber.
My limiting beliefs is I took too long and it's too late.
Okay.
No one cares about what I have to say. I'm not consistent enough, and I don't have any new ideas.
I kind of laugh because I know that you have new ideas because you think of so many. You say, yep, Sunday, I got so many ideas. I just can't choose one of them. And then on the other one, you said, you took too long. How old are you, Nicolette?
23.
All right. I think I speak for everybody. I think you're the youngest on the call. All right, there's a limiting belief dispelled there. You're actually early. You're early. And you already doing that at 23 with real estate? Are you freaking blowing my mind right now? Like 23? God, it's so good. The generations after us are just getting smarter and smarter. Your problems is making your houses make money at 23. Most people don't have a house. Okay. Do you think those are limiting beliefs? Can you find 7 reasons why each of those aren't true?
Yeah.
All right, my YouTuber. Because the reason why you got 75,000 views in 2016 is because you were like freaking young talking about all the stuff you were doing. Like, that's why you're freaking gifted. Daggone. Who told you? Somebody said something to you which caused you to stop. Who said something to you? Who said it?
Nobody really. It was just me.
I don't believe that. You were too young to just like, you were free. You're mentally free. Like, oh my gosh, like I can be anything I want. And then you stopped. Someone said something. You believed something back then. This stuff is deep, y'all. I know y'all feel heavy because I feel all of your heaviness over here. And I told y'all I sense people. I'm very intuitive. Tonight was a successful coaching. Each and every one of y'all is just moving forward. And I know Candace and Nelia, even though y'all didn't do yours, your customers are in here. Nelia, mental. Candace, need I say more? Believing in yourself, getting on the camera. If nothing else, this validated y'all's ideas to know that the problems exist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of y'all. I sometimes want to cry, but you know, I cried a lot. This is my victory year, I was told. So I'm not going to be crying that much today. And we got to do a clubhouse in a second. If y'all want to do it. If y'all don't feel up to doing the clubhouse, do not. Work on yourself. Don't be trying to help everybody.